95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and Ms. Z with the T, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it. Make sure that you tune in every Thursday to the Blueprint Live at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, live on Facebook and YouTube. And then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today. Hey y'all, happy Thursday. Y'all, listen to the record. I need y'all to listen. It's new Gino Pacino. Come on now. Shout out to all my Chicago artists. He said this to me. I was like, I'm playing this immediately. Come on in, y'all. Get your cup. Never change. Sending my love out, hoping you feel the same. It's a vibe. She didn't even remember my name. Hey, Michelle, I see you back there. Still remember when we met. I'm lost in the love. I hope I don't regret putting you like you was about me. A pedestal. I'm gonna do it big. It's gonna be available soon, y'all. It hasn't even dropped yet. It's really a world exclusive. I wanna be more than you and just some sad. The next level intimate. Text you a little bit, but it's more than words, baby, you deserve. Come on in, y'all. Make sure you share this live up. When I see you up in that red dress, I'm sharing right the legs, it's all over that. In too deep, it's me, and I'll be stroking that. I love who you are. Know you a star. If you could be patient with this, you take this thing real far. All that I dream of, I need love. Just when I was down on my luck, you reached up. I really just want to give y'all a sneak peek. Shout out to Gino Pacino. That is one of his new singles, You Love Who You Are. Y'all know Gino Pacino has been rocking with the Blueprint Live since the very beginning. Okay, so shout out to him, the whole Circle crew. Make sure that when that comes out that you all add it to your list. Okay. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Happy Thursday, wherever you are. I mean, I don't know about you all. We are bracing for like a whole winter storm at this particular point. So we got to get it together. Tonight is an action-packed show, y'all. I have three special guests tonight. Okay. Let me tell you, my first guest. Oh, y'all. Let me tell you all. Okay. I have the marketing mogul in my virtual lounge right now. I'm about to bring her on real quick. So you all make sure that you stick around. She's got some really exciting news that she wants to share as far as with her new magazine that's out. I mean, we've got a lot to talk about. So make sure that you all stick around, okay? Got a shout out to all my listeners tuning in from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston, okay? Everyone tuning in on Fluent Radio, Mixed Talk Media, Indie 101.5, and Jams 95.3. I hope that you all are good. Welcome back to another week, okay? Last week's show was on fire, and this one is not going to disappoint, okay? So make sure that you stick around, okay? Because I know how y'all like to pop in and out, okay? And you like to switch stations. Interested in advertising with me, make sure that you visit thebpmediaco.com. Remember, I'm here just as a vessel to promote you. It is all about what you've got going on, and we all want to hear about it, okay? If you're tuning in live on our Facebook and YouTube stream, make sure that you tag your business. Remember, usually after the show, I usually try to comb through those, and anybody that I'm not following, I will follow you right back. So make sure that you drop your business, your event, anything you got going on that you want the people to know about, drop it in the comments, okay? That is very, very, very important. Very important. Drop it in the comments. I'm going to put this on the screen just to remind you all. Okay, just to remind you. But without further ado, I want to go ahead and bring in my first special guest. So I had the opportunity
to meet Michelle when we were both inducted into the Chicago Business Hall of Fame a few weeks ago. And instantly, I have to share with you all that um when she went up to speak, I was like, I gotta talk to her before I leave at the end of the night. And it just ended up happening that as we were preparing, the ceremony was over, that we were able to talk with one another. And she is truly dynamic. So I'm really, really excited to go ahead and bring her on right now. So look, y'all, this is the marketing mogul. In case you didn't know, I know you'd heard the name, but now you get to meet the face. Let me go ahead and bring her in. Michelle,
Hi,
how
hey
are
Chicago,
you?
hey everybody. How are
Hey,
you, MzMetchi? Good to see you.
girl, I'm good. How are you?
I am well, glad to be in one piece. This weather is very fickle, but I am happy
Yes,
that I made it safely to the studio to meet with you and your audience today. Thank you so much for having me.
absolutely. Yes, I'm glad you made it safe too. I was just telling them, I'm like, we're preparing for a winter storm. Did it
Yes.
already start snowing?
It did. It did. It did. And there was actually a few, you know how people act in Chicago. They act like they forget how to drive just
They
because
do.
we get a little bit of snow. So
They do. I mean, I call them they like to get on their brakes and do like the most. It's completely a mess
yes,
whenever there's adverse weather.
it
So
is. It
I'm
is.
I'm glad. I'm like, I hope she get home okay, because literally living
Yeah.
out here, Michelle, a trip that could take 15 minutes will take an hour on the
It will
worst day.
take an
So,
hour. Yes, it will. That is so true. That is so true.
well, I really just want to jump in. I was telling my audience a little bit about how we kind of cross paths with one
Yes.
another. And
Yes.
I mean, Michelle, I didn't, I knew you had the magazine, but ma'am, you a speaker, a brand strategist, girl, you are doing it all.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hustle, trying to feed my family just like everybody else. This is something that I'm really passionate about. But I am an entrepreneur. I still have, drive and ambition just like you. I was
Yeah,
very impressed with you as well. And I think, we birds of the same feather, we're attracted to each other. And so,
absolutely.
I'm very impressed with you, what you've built as well. So deserving to be inducted into the Business Hall of Fame, and such an honor and privilege to share that honor with you, honestly.
Absolutely.
And so, yes, I do a lot of things. Primarily, my focus is marketing and branding. I help a lot of small businesses, entrepreneurs, business owners, professionals that want
Okay.
to advance in their career or their business. And I started the magazine as a result to help them,
I love it.
grow professionally and business
And what I really loved about just kind of reading a little bit more about you is that you too you've had the experience, because we talk about a lot on the show kind of being those corporatepreneurs, right? Where we
wise.
work, in the major firms, the major companies, and then we're branching off, we're doing it on our own. Can you just kind of speak to that, because you've had a lot of experience on that side, and then you've also helped small businesses. Can you kind of talk a little bit about that journey?
Absolutely. So actually, I didn't come from a corporate background. I'm actually self-taught, and it was through my experience as an entrepreneur that actually
Yeah.
groomed me for corporate, actually.
Okay.
And
Okay.
when I took on a corporate role, it was actually, my hiring manager that was like, well, we're interested because you actually have ownership experience. And so
Absolutely.
I was grateful to have been taught by my own clients what
Yeah.
needed to be done and was able to share that knowledge. And so now my goal is to really shorten the gap between
Okay.
corporate marketing, the quality of marketing services that
Absolutely.
clients can receive or businesses can receive. Just
Yeah.
because you don't have a multi-million dollar budget like Coca-Cola doesn't mean that you shouldn't have equal access, right, to
Absolutely.
quality marketing at a reasonable price that is going to help you grow, and build equity in the marketplace for your business. Give you a
Yeah.
place to stand and be seen, in your market.
Michelle, I want to know, because naturally, with all the work that you do, I'm pretty sure that you see when a lot of people are kind of making left turns when it comes to their marketing and different things. Can what are some of like the top things that you see that, brands should be aware of?
I think that the most important thing is people know you, right? They know you
Mhm.
in person. And if they see you expressing something different online, it's going to kind of give a disassociation or disconnect between them, you and your brand, right?
Absolutely.
So I think the biggest thing is just to really lean into who you are. I've worked with a lot of people as, an image consultant, and the biggest thing that we deal with, especially new entrepreneurs, and
Mhm.
myself included, is imposter syndrome. And if
Mm.
you're not sure what that is, imposter syndrome is basically fake it till you make it, right? But on the inside,
Yeah.
you may not be as qualified or
Right.
whatever because you started a business and you may not even have formal training. Like myself, I didn't have any formal training in
Me
marketing.
either.
I'm just a bit right, exactly. And so it's part gift, part ambition, and part stubbornness or toughness, I guess, to get it down. But
Yes.
and there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there like that, but then they may feel like they're not qualified or deserving of the positions or opportunities presented to them in their business because maybe
Okay.
they didn't have formal training, right? And they
Right.
feel like an imposter. And so, you know, I personally had to go through that journey of breaking those barriers and boundaries off of myself and what I could be and what I could evolve to be.
Okay.
And I try and I work with, entrepreneurs, owners in particular, to kind of help break out of their shell and be who they really want to be and present their real self. And so when you're able to do that,
Mhm.
you don't ever have to worry about people not feeling connected to your brand because
Right.
you're genuine and they perceive that about you and your brand. So I would say that's the biggest thing. Trying to be like other people is not what's going to make you different
Right.
and stand out. You have to be yourself because we're all unique and we all have something very special to
That we can
offer.
offer.
It's just discovering that and going with and leaning into it.
I love that. I mean, I can say I've been in business for now a little bit over 4 years, and it's as far as I've had businesses, excuse me, longer than that. But as far as media, that was 4 years ago, and I can't say that it was like imposter syndrome, but you know how you're just in that place where you're trying to find your way and find your
Mhm.
wave. I really feel like that people don't understand the importance of having someone like you on their team to really help as far as like building that brand identity and then maintaining it, right?
Yes, yes. I've been blessed to have gone through the ropes and took the L's and made the mistakes, right?
Yeah.
And compacted all of that experience into, a 90-day phase to transform your image, and I can honestly say, and I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to work with so many amazing businesses and entrepreneurs over the years. And I can honestly say that as I have transformed, my clients have transformed, and
Yeah.
we've all just get better and better the more that we lean into, our authentic selves as leaders, owners, experts, entrepreneurs, and
Yeah.
professionals. And like I said, you don't have to have, that formal training to find your gift. I don't want to take over your show, Ms. Michi, but I just want to
Talk
share
to
this
me. No,
story
look,
if
this
it's
is your
okay.
time. It's about you.
No, I appreciate it so much. I'm not used to that. I'm always interviewing folks. So
Yes,
this is a
I
little
know how
strange.
it is.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, no, I just wanted to share that, sometimes in business, you have to be the person that does everything. And I had a childhood friend call me yesterday, and they asked me like, well, how do how are you just so sure of your decisions and you're not
Right.
scared or you're not, and I'm like, oh, I'm terrified, but I'm going to do it afraid anyway, and confront it
Yes,
and do it,
yes,
right? Because who knows, it could really be great and I could be wasting time, right? That's number
yes,
one. And then number two is, I was also saying that I had to put on many hats, which means I had to do everything in my business. I had to
yeah,
do every role, but it forced me, to actually learn the functions of marketing and branding a business. I started off as an event planner. That's what my company was. I was making floral arrangements
What?
and centerpieces. Yes, people paid me big money. I had casinos hiring me to
Stop
do their
it.
New Year's Eve events. Yeah, I did
But no,
funerals,
Michelle, you know what
funeral
I'm freaking out?
arrangements.
You know what I'm freaking out because as you and I have been talking, like, um, I started off doing event planning too. That was my first business. And
Yes.
I
See, I
do
know we have a lot in common.
yeah, I'm like, I do corporate events now, which is more my
Mhm.
lane because I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
y'all don't have the budget, but
You're
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. But that was where I started too. Crazy. That's
Yes, but
crazy.
you understand, and it's so funny because when I speak to a lot of people that's in media that are creatives like you and I know,
Yeah.
hey, shout out to all my creatives out there. Whoop
Woo
whoop,
woo.
we represent, you
Okay.
know, we have, we usually have that path. I have a lot of marketers, colleagues that I work with that also started off as event planners and
Crazy.
have progressed and even have evolved into artists,
Yeah.
from graphic art to actual artists. And
Yeah.
so, that's kind of like the trajectory that we go in, if we're evolving. So,
Absolutely.
yes, that is so funny. But yeah, I started as an event planner. I had to learn everything in my business. And I was telling my friend that the first website I did, I failed miserably. Right. I actually hired a consultant. They didn't do the job right. So that's how I learned how to build websites. Right.
Yes.
So just understanding that and learning from scratch was the best experience, the best teacher. But now, for my clients, they get the luxury, of
Yeah.
enjoying my process that I've, perfected over 10 years,
Yes.
right? Because my background, I got a master's degree in behavioral health. I did not even study
I know.
marketing, but I started my business because I was like, I need money and I want to create. Those were
Right.
my two things. And so I'm here now, right? So
Yes.
none of us, can say we have a traditional pathway, but just to
It's
encourage
true.
everyone, like we're all moguls, we're all bosses, we're
That's right.
all leaders, we all have something of value to offer. And,
Absolutely.
it doesn't matter, what our traditional training is or background,
It
right?
does
As
not.
long as you have the intention, you have the right heart, the right spirit to help people, while you
Yeah.
help yourself, right? Because you got
That's
to feed
right.
your family.
Because
That's
you
important.
cannot pour from an empty
Yeah,
cup. Okay.
correct. Correct. And have some self-respect, right? Just don't
Right.
work with anybody, right?
Yeah. That's
And
true.
just, take your time and you'll be fine. You'll
I
be
love
fine.
that. I love that. Man, Michelle, girl, we got so much more to talk about. But I want to talk about the magazine, girl. Let's talk. I mean, come on now. It's for the moguls. It's for the moguls. So,
Yes.
you
Yes,
know,
it is.
you
All my
talked
goals.
about your experience and it kind of, it moved you to go ahead and to start your your publication. What can we look forward to when we get
Yes.
the mogul mag?
Well, first of all, you'll be able to connect directly with the moguls that are featured, right? We'll
Yeah.
have all of their contact information. It is an interactive digital magazine. For now, we do have physical copies that we are rolling out. We
Yes.
have received some requests and orders. So, but we're still perfecting that.
That's
But
awesome.
Thank you. Yes, but it is interactive, so you will be able to get direct source to our moguls, to our featured moguls, our resources.
Yeah.
We also have money making opportunities.
Okay.
We got, some really great, dope events that are going on. It is local for now, but we aim to be a national publication, heck, even global, dare I say.
Okay.
So,
Not dare. Okay. Like
yes, I
it's
dare.
going to
You
happen.
know,
It's just when.
Yes, yes. And with a really strong media partner by my side, kind of like MzMetchi, we may be able to, offer some press coverage
Yeah.
as a publication to small businesses that have grand openings or have, events that are going on, in the future. And I extend that to your audience as well,
Absolutely.
So that's something that we have going on. We have our women's issue coming out. We know that it is International Women's History Day was yesterday, and it
Yes.
is Women's History Month all month long.
I love
And
it.
we are celebrating women. We are a magazine that celebrates and uplifts minorities, right? All people of color and women, right? And
That's
so
right.
this month is really focused on women, their accolades, giving them their flowers, helping to promote their businesses.
I
And
love that.
also, we have some really great resources that our content team has developed to share with you for this month. We
Okay.
have a digital issue that comes out on the 15th of every month, and we're really, really excited. We have 13 women that we are honoring and telling their stories. And we next month we have Mogul Money Month, and so if you know any tax accountants, any financial professionals or business people that
I
would love
know
to be
two.
featured,
I
yes,
know two.
please
I know two. They are the
nominate them.
hottest in the city. Yeah.
I will share the nomination link. It is free. There is no cost. It is free to subscribe.
Okay.
We are here for the people. We are here for the community. We are telling the stories of
Yes.
the moguls of the
Love
nation, and
that.
that is really our goal here.
I love that. And I'm excited to just, like if in case they didn't catch that hint, they don't know we got some things cooking. They got some things cooking.
We're
And
just stirring it up over here. That's all.
like I was saying, Michelle, literally when I saw you, just queens are going to see queens at all times. And immediately, like when you got up and you talked about what you had going on, I was just like, there has to be some type of way for us to collaborate, because I think that other women that don't have those examples of how strong women of color can come together and make an impact, I think that
Yes.
we have to see more of that. So I'm
Yes.
excited to tear down some of these, not in a bad way, but to tear down some of these
Yes.
events, and to really just have that presence, because we need to have more of that. We need more of that energy.
Absolutely, I completely agree. And I've been blessed to have met you and just be a part of us. My goal is really to cultivate a sisterhood of media, a media sisterhood, not just you and I, but just across, media professionals, marketing professionals, just across the city, across the nation. It
Mhm.
is because of my network and I'm here. It is because of people that have helped me and that have
Yes.
opened doors for me, that have spoken well of my name, that have referred me, right?
Yeah.
And so it's only right to give back, to amplify the voices of others. And a lot of times people are doing really, really awesome things,
Yeah.
but they don't know how to express, what's going on.
That's
In a
true.
in a way that is legible. You could read it or put it on a website, right? And
Right.
sometimes, they just need a little spotlight and someone to help them, support them, tell their story. And so that
Absolutely.
is something that I'm really excited about. And I'm really excited about, working with you in the future.
Yes.
So we got some
Happening.
things coming through and I'm
It's
I'm really
cooking. It's
excited.
in the oven
Yes,
already. We didn't
yes.
turn it on. We
Oh,
walking
I'm
away.
hungry.
Look, we'll come back once it's finished. But no, Michelle, you're doing so many awesome things. And I mean,
Thank you.
the 15th is when the new articles are released. Do you have any events coming up? Like, girl, let the people know what's going on so that we can support you.
Absolutely. So I don't have any events right now,
Not yet.
but I will say that the Mogul Mag is planning to have events in the future. We are also coming out with a premium subscription that's only going to be $4.99 a month.
You can't
And
beat
with
that.
that, yeah, it's a paid subscription, but what it does is it gives you full access to bonus content. I produce a lot of visuals. I'm a visual artist. And so, there's some things you may be able to get a little extra on. And also, really special offers from our partners. We've really been blessed to bring on, I have a really great, strong media personality coming on board to write
Okay.
for the magazine. And, we also have partners that throw events that would be able to give, incentives to our readers. And
Okay.
so that's only going to be for $4.99 a month. But that's,
I love that.
we got time, but that also can include private, exclusive, networking events with the Mogul Mag, and get you a chance to get featured and get some PR out there, some good PR.
I love it. I love it. Michelle, you're doing big things, girl. You are doing really, really big things. I'm so
Thank you.
excited for everything. And I can't wait until the 15th. Will be here in no time. So I can't wait until the next issue. And you also I know you mentioned before, you wanted them to sign up for your mailing list, right?
Yes, absolutely. If I could share with you the links, and also I
Mhm.
would love to give away 5 free ads to tonight's listeners.
Okay.
So I'll allow you to do that. I'll send you that information.
Please do.
And yes, I would love to, give you all an opportunity as well to be featured. There's no cost. I can send you a nomination form, and you all can nominate yourselves. You can nominate your friends or your family or your partners,
Okay.
or your associates, to help, promote and build this ecosystem of support.
Absolutely. Well, Michelle, I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm certainly looking forward to all of the things that are coming up. And I mean, look, I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna get my ad in the magazine. So you better follow through. And Michelle is good. She's gonna have those links and everything over to me before I probably log off tonight. So I will make sure I get those out. But Michelle, look, we got work to do.
Yes, we do. And I'm so excited. And I am dedicated to to our community. Like, this is something that's very, very important to me. It's a very, sweet spot, soft spot in my heart. Being a double minority as well, is really important that, we help each other and promote each other. So I'm down for it. Please reach out to me, Instagram, Facebook, Michelle Okenard. No, that's not my name. Well, I'm Michelle Okenard, but my handle is Michelle. Look, I forgot my doggone handle. It's Michelle.
It's Michelle, the marketing mogul.
The marketing mogul. Yes. The CHEE. Yes. We got a lot of marketing people out there, so I got to be just kind of differentiate.
Because we're setting ourselves apart. That's what we're doing. Okay?
That's what we're doing. Yes, that is the goal.
I love it. Well, Michelle, look, you know you're gonna be coming back on. You know you're not a stranger, so they'll be seeing more of you real soon.
Same here. And listen, we're gonna look out for you in our magazine as well. So we'll be featuring you very soon.
Okay.
I think someone's getting some other stuff too. So yes, we'll be having those announcements soon. So please, follow our page. And I just want to say thank you so much, for this opportunity to be here, to speak with you guys, to share this information, and really just the opportunity to know you and to work with you in the future. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much.
Girl, you got me all warm over here. No, I appreciate it.
It's from my heart. I mean that.
It's for real. It's time to make magic now, Michelle. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Y'all better make sure, if you haven't already, that you are following Michelle, and make sure that you're following her on Instagram at Michelle the marketing mogul. Now look, I gotta take a quick break, but y'all already know what time it is, because I see one of my social guests. I see her back here. Hey girl. I have Crystal Marshall and Daws Lotto from Real Talking Jeans joining me here very, very soon. I gotta pay some bills, but when I come back, y'all, we're gonna jump into some conversation. So we got tonight's Hate It and Love It, and then we got the What Would You Do. And if you haven't already, I want you to just take a second, because you got to come back so that you could tune in. But I want you to go and follow the Real Talk in Jeans. Now let me tell you this. This is my friends group, okay? My friends that's about to come on. Don't come up in Real Talk in Jeans with no foolishness. I want order, okay? Do not come in here with no foolishness. I'll be right back. We're gonna go ahead and take a break, and when I come back, I'm gonna bring them on. Okay, so we got to pay some bills first. We'll be right back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay, visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. you can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
yeah,
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. So look, y'all, okay? Y'all know I told you it was blizzardous conditions out there. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my next special guest. Daws Lotto is going to be joining us very soon. So y'all make sure we wishing for all safe travels for everybody that's out on the road right now. I'm going to bring on my girl, my friend, okay, Miss Right to Success, Crystal Marshall. Hold on, let me bring her in now. Hey, girl.
Hello.
Happy Thursday.
Yes, it's pre-Friday.
Yeah, I'm hearing about all the foolishness that's going on outside, and I'm just like, it's giving call off tomorrow. She's not going.
Right, even remote call off.
Yeah, I'm just like, get somebody else to do it, okay?
Yeah, even remote, it can't happen.
Well, look, even though, I was hoping I thought I put an extra O on there. It's the wine that's hidden tonight. But I was telling them to go, Crystal, to go and follow the group, but to not come up in there with all that foolishness.
I appreciate that because we have a lot of foolishness in the group. I love the group actually, but when people have the extra sauce on it, I just be like, nah, that took away from the fun part of the group. Like, they get real emotional in there.
They get very upset, and then I'm like, you cannot block an admin. That is number one rule in the group. You cannot, you will not be in here and block the people that allowed you to come in and take up space.
You can't block them. You can't disrespect them. Those are the two things that you cannot do in the group. And the group has grown a lot. It's like 8.4 thousand members or something like that. So. And we try not to silence people. So we don't have the approvals on there and all of that. Like anybody can post. Everybody, if you in the group, you can post. We do not discriminate, but we will delete some stuff.
Right. It's some foolishness. And, I did want to talk about it because the first time that you came on the show is when, really the show had just kind of started. Mm-hmm. And I really just wanted to ask you, what has it been like since, its inception up until now? Like it's been I know it's been a wild ride as an actual person that's in the group.
Yes, and it's the development of it was that it really started in like 2013, but it was only like a couple hundred people in the group because at that time we were doing in person. So in person we would have like 30, maybe 35 people would show up and we would put questions in a hat with no names on them. We would pull the questions and we would just talk about them. So I loved that conversation because we called it Real Talking Jeans because we wanted it to be real talk, but we wanted you to come comfortable and we didn't want it to feel like a dating thing. So we wear your jeans, come chill, everybody just talk. We're not trying to do a hookup thing. Now, if you have to hook up, that's what y'all do, but that's not a group.
and I okay.
So that's how it started.
Okay.
When COVID happened, and that lasted for a couple of years up until the place where we were hosting it at, it closed. And I didn't feel like looking for a new place, so it kind of just phased out. And then we didn't post that much in the group because everything was pretty much in person. Okay. And it kind of just fizzled out. So then when COVID hit, I called Jason one day and I was like, you want to just get on live and just talk? Let's just talk about relationships because I was bored and I was lonely because I lived by myself and I was in the house and I'm like, I don't have nobody to talk to.
Girl, I was on live too. I'm like, let me just get on live and talk.
Let's just talk. So Jason was down for it and we didn't have no real premise except we was going to talk about relationships and we was going to do it weekly. And so it went from there. And then I made this post, like when your man puts the food away. And it was just like the pots and pans.
I remember that post.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw people
viral, which was crazy. Like that post went viral. So we went from like 1,500 members in the group to like 7,000 or 6,000 in like a couple of days. So
crazy.
People see us out and they're like, "Oh, you look like the real talk," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's me," because they see the caricature face. So it's always weird when people like say, "I'm gonna do my relationships the way you did yours," or if they say like, "Oh, we heard your podcast," and then to even call it a podcast, because we didn't call it that at first. It was just we was talking. Like I still don't really call it a podcast. We just be talking. So like I don't know.
I'm somewhere between I'm radio and podcast. I'm doing both of them. For real.
I really had no titles for none of it. I just enjoyed talking to Jason because that's my male best friend and has been since I was 14. And we like to have candid but humorous conversations. So it just carried over into the group. And I feel like the people in the group have the same sentiment. Like they want to talk about relationships freely. They want to be honest about whatever their mess is that didn't happen or is currently happening.
Oh, girl, when I tell you they get a little too real, and now I'm like, baby, I'm like, this is too real.
Hey, look, and they even convinced us to change the group from public to private because they didn't want their friends, their Facebook friends, to see whatever they post in there. And we didn't want to make it private because we felt like it restricted who can then see the group and join the group. But we abided by what the majority of the group was saying. So it's private. Yeah. But anybody can join, but you can also get kicked out at any moment. Like
girl, some of the stuff that I was seeing on there, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was one of the ones that voted for private because I'm like, these people's family members and co-workers and friends could not see this foolishness that's in here. They would look at them 100% like some. Okay, for me, some of the men, some of the men, of course, I don't know all of them. I only know my friends that's in there, but some of the things that they say, I'm just like, is that how y'all feel about women for real? Like,
I don't know. And some of it, I'm not even sure. I'm like, is this how you speak because it's social media, or is this how you truly feel? Because some people like to play devil's advocate and they just be all over the place. And I don't even understand that. I'm like, can we just talk about something real? Like, you don't have to play devil's advocate. The world is crazy enough that I'm sure something
we do not
will happen without help. Like, I was like, we don't need your help. I just be hating it. But
girl, what do you love it about the group so far now? Because I feel like if you are not a part of the group, you missing out, and you've been missing out. But like, what's your favorite part now?
I love how open people are, and I love that they feel like it's a safe space where they really can say whatever their truth is. Like, although we may not agree with whatever they came to be as their truth, I still appreciate the fact that they feel comfortable enough to share it. That's what I like.
I love that. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get you to share some stuff tonight.
Okay.
So I've got my segment, Hate It and Love It. So let's give them a little bit of the intro, and then we're gonna talk about what we're hating and loving this week. I don't know about you, I got a lot.
Okay, well, let me see what you come up with.
I'm about to go there.
All right, y'all, it's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
Okay, so look, Crystal, this is my first one, girl.
Okay, let me see.
So, last week I was, I try to be as transparent with my audience as possible. So, last week we were talking about like fertility stuff, having to go to the doctor, weird. I'm like fertility, infertility, all of that stuff. I'm like, hated it. Okay. Well, needless to say, this week, I was sharing with them how I had gone to the doctor for one thing. They, it ended up, it was like, it just kind of blew up at that point.
Okay.
And I felt kind of bad, and I could share it now. It's not really, it's something that all women go through, but essentially, Crystal, for the last couple of years, I had been complaining to them, right? I'm just like, look, I'm having a lot of pain, during that time. Mm-hmm. Girl, they found a cyst the damn size of a hot potato, honey, a hot potato. I'm like, okay, no problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, you have to get blood work, everything. They don't think it's anything that's like too crazy, thank God. I'm like, that's good. So I literally told them before I left the office, I'm like, I would like for the doctor to call me once you get my stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
Girl. So of course she didn't call. I had to call and I had to follow up. Now, mind you, this is all after I've been complaining for a couple years. Okay. and it's important to tell this story because I want to give y'all the story. I want to build it up for you. But needless to say, ended up finally like tracking it down, all of the back and forth. I'm like, okay, this is annoying. But I had to naturally sit with my thoughts, right? Because anytime that you hear anything adverse that's going on with you personally, you got to just take a moment and just be like, okay, wait a minute. let me gather and group myself. But what was upsetting to me is that when I talk to my other girlfriends, women of color, we've all had a lot of experiences where you can, you'll go and you're telling your healthcare team like, hey, something's not right. Right. And then when they finally get an opportunity to move on it, everybody's taking their time and skipping along. And it's just like, wait a minute. Right. I don't like how our voices are not heard. Black women, women of color, how our voices are not heard within healthcare. How long do you have to complain about something or say that something is wrong in order for there to be movement?
So that's your hated it?
I hated it this week.
Well, hold on. So I've had, I don't know if you know when that Gardasil commercial was out, like it was out, it was running like real rampant. And it was out for HPV protection.
Okay.
And so I remember when I went for a PAP and they said I had an abnormal PAP. So they wanted to do extra tests and whatever. But I go for a PAP like annually. But that Gardasil commercial was steady running about this HPV, whatever. So my friends, we talk openly about stuff. And they also were having abnormal PAPs. And I'm like, well, if all 6 of us have abnormal PAPs, then that would be normal, wouldn't it? So I'm like, it seems like they trying to push this Gardasil thing. So they telling everybody that we got abnormal PAPs. So my doctor was like, if you can, she wanted me to get whatever it was, like I was about to be outside of the age range of when you could get it. Yeah. So I asked her, how many viruses are there? Like, she said there are thousands. I said, well, how many does this protect me from? She said about 6. Girl, bye. I'm going to take my chances.
Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. It's just, one thing for me, of course, I advocate for myself. So like when I found out like the follow-up and everything, I'm like, oh, you said I need to go here? Okay, let me go ahead and give them a call. Girl, I got the stuff set up back to back because I'm like, look, we Black women, we care about our health.
Yeah. You gotta ask questions.
Yes. And we know
follow up as you do.
Girl, I do. Probably a little bit too much. I'm like, look, y'all best bet is to help me as expeditiously as possible because I'm on your ass until everything gets resolved. I really am.
That's very important because I didn't even know to ask those questions per se, but my mom always tell me to ask questions. So when she said it protects you against this, I think it was God telling me what to ask because I didn't know what to ask, but I knew to ask questions. And when I asked that question, how many are there and how many does it actually protect against? They don't tell you that up front. Like you have to ask those questions. If you don't, she would have just gave it a shot. I would have been thinking I'm good from all the thousands of whatever, but now I got this adverse thing in my body that didn't have to be there. And so then they said I need PAPs every 6 months. Okay, cool. Now it's every 6 months. Like, I don't think it was ever abnormal. Like she did.
Right. Like I think y'all got me a little bit at this point. Crystal, I knew somebody was gonna feel me. It's so funny. I was talking to Anthony earlier, and he just like, are you going to like kind of like share your experience or whatever the case is? And I'm like, look, we keep it real on the Blueprint Live, but it's important for us to talk about some of those things that are taboo because there's somebody else that's going through it. I'm like, if you don't get anything from me, advocate for yourself, especially when it comes to your health. Like, I mean, it goes without saying.
Yeah. And I don't like being in those situations, but it happens. And when it does happen, you got to go straight into let me advocate for myself mode. Let me figure out what to do. Let me ask these questions. Let me see if I got to change my diet. And now we have the internet, so you can research a million things and not to research to diagnose, but research to figure out what foods are good for what. Like it's a lot of things.
Yeah. Girl, look, if I got to do the smoothie, baby, whatever I have to do, I'm going to do it, know? And I think my number one thing, and I'll add this too. So it's no secret. I'm a plus size woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think what was always frustrating was that's always the first thing that they'll say. Like they're like, "Oh, you should lose weight," and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm down 30 pounds now, and I'm still on my journey. So, what is it now? Can you help me now?"
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
You know,
I don't like the first question is, "Are you pregnant?" I'm like, that's always the first question. I mean, I get it, but
right, but I'm not. I'm like, I came here because I had the flu, and y'all, it's not relevant. It's not relevant at all. But what are you hating this week? What you hating?
I don't like social media in the sense of people showing things that are not accurate to who they are. And I don't like pretending to be who they hope to be as opposed to putting forth the effort to be who they hope to be. That's what I don't like.
Crystal, is these, do I know them? Okay, we don't blast nobody on the show. Do I know them? Just give me a guess.
You're looking at them like, they don't look right.
Yeah, I definitely, you know, what did 50 Cent used to call wanksters? Was that it?
Yeah. It's a lot of them.
It is. I mean, you know, I see the front online all the time. I'm just like this. I'm like, you are not who you supposed to be.
I saw, and this goes, okay, so since we talk relationships on Real Talk, I'm going to give you a relationship one that I saw. So I like to go to the beach and I people watch in the summertime. Like I just be strolling, chilling all day. Okay. So I went to the beach and it was this couple that clearly was not liking each other, was not having a good time. They just didn't like each other. I don't even know if they was on a date or a real couple, but whatever it was, the girl was like, they were in like a canoe together and they paddling, looked miserable. The girl was like, let's take a picture. So she do this. He looked like he in love. She looked like she in love. They take the picture. They go right back to the way they looked before. And I'm like, I know somebody saw the picture and was like, see, babe, we should be doing like them too. They doing fun stuff and they hate each other.
Yeah. They sitting up there, I'm about to go to my boyfriend's house as soon as I leave from him. I'm like, girl.
They looked miserable. I was like, oh, you just never know. And then I was at a hibachi grill. And that couple, you know how they sit you randomly at tables with people you don't know. They just do it based on numbers. So it was a couple there. They didn't say 2 words to each other. We had to have been there for an hour and a half. Didn't say nothing.
Please stop.
Picture. They looked so in love in the picture with the little hibachi grill in the background with the fire blazing. And I'm sure somebody again was like, oh my God, I want to be like
look, and you know what? The crazy part about it is for me, like, I used to, my husband, I used to post him all the time, like all the time. He could know me on the internet like that. I'm just like, look, this page is for branding now. So I don't post it. And they like, you don't post no more. I'm like, look, he around.
How does he feel about it?
He doesn't care. Because I told him he's a lurker. I'm like, where you at, baby? It's giving ghost on here. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, look, and especially like if we beefing, I ain't about to post no picture smiling with you. Come on now. I'd rather not. Don't even post nothing. You don't even have to post anything.
I used to be the poster too. I was the poster in my relationships. But then when we broke up, the people be in the DMs because they realize you ain't posting no pictures of them. They realize a relationship set, like they realize something has shifted. So now everybody is fake concerned in the DMs. Asking
like, how you doing, Kristen?
So I don't say
you good over there? Like
they all noticed something. I noticed that you ain't been posting. Oh, dude, this old dude. They don't know.
But you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't never lied because I can remember when I felt like I had started slowing down on it. How you and your? I'm like, we good. We real good. He just Zelled me my mortgage money. He Zelled the mortgage money real quick.
That's how they be acting. I'm like, so now that I have a new relationship, we had already agreed that we not posting. So no post.
Oh, look who showed up. Hold on, let's go ahead. You ready? To come on? Let's bring them on. You done made it out the storm.
What up?
What up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Are we good? How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just ran up these stairs so I can get on live with y'all, man. Let's get it.
You ran. You look. He don't sound winded or nothing. Give it up for them young lungs.
Right, give it up for the referee with the winds. He got the windpipe that can just sustain this type of running.
I love that. Because me, I'm yelling. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
For those that are just tuning in, we have you know what he said, I'll be saying his name wrong, but he let me say it like that. Daws Lotto. Did I say it right this time?
You said it right that time, yeah.
That's my nickname for my friend. But no, thank you so much for joining us.
Man, thank you for having me. You know what I'm saying? Me and Crystal were looking forward to this for the past 2 weeks, goddammit.
I know, and you know what? They don't even know. I didn't even get a chance to tell my audience. So next week, no Blueprint Live, because I'm going on Real Talking Jeans. I can't wait either because, first off, we were talking about the group and how it's an experience, but it's also off the chain.
Yeah.
I want to get your thoughts on it. He about to cut up though, right?
Oh, yeah, he got
cursing. No
they
cursing.
Him right off the chain last week.
That was mad. He was mad.
My thing is, man, like, and y'all know how it goes. In our group, we get a lot of men versus women, women versus men topics. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be. It should be all inclusive. Let's have fun. We always say respect. Be respectful. Let's be funny. But there's a certain contingent of women that don't want to be respectful to your boy. You know what I'm saying? They want to gang up on me, and I'm gonna like her comment because she's going against Dawson. Oh, girl, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna like your comment too. They don't be talking about nothing. Don't be talking about a dang thing, but still they don't have each other back only because it's against me. So okay.
That's a problem for you. That's your hated this week.
I semi-hate it. This is what I hate. Don't come in my DM talking crap to me. Like, girl, do you not understand? I am an admin here. I'm gonna send it to the rest of the admins though. Don't worry about it. I ain't gonna be solo bolo and be Suge Knight. I'm gonna send it to the rest of these admins. What should the penalty be for this crap? And Crystal and Feast both was like, whoa, in your DM? No, that's too much. That's too much.
Somebody else to do it.
Yeah. We'll put somebody out in a minute. Like, we are very free. But you can say a whole lot of things in the group. But when you're disrespectful, which our only rules are be real and be respectful. So once you cross those lines, then you got to go. Either you got to be silenced for like 28 days or something, depending on what didn't happen, or you just simply got to go. Like,
you are on suspension. It's giving. We'll see you in 30 days.
That was my suggestion to them. I said, look, man, I'm going to give her 28 days. And then when she came back after putting on suspension, she was like, oh, wait, you just a B. I know a B when I see one. And
You done take it real far. Time to go.
All right. You know your feelings about Facebook posts, though? This is why I be putting in the group. Yeah, I know y'all seen it. Like, if someone's making you that mad on Facebook, a stranger that you don't know, and I ain't cursed you out, called you out your name or none of that,
that's a problem.
Help. Yeah, that's a problem. You need some help. You have a real issue. You have an anger issue. You have an issue with getting your point across, and if don't nobody like it, then you gotta be up in arms. No, man, you need to get out of our group and go find some therapy.
People are crazy. People are crazy. Shout out to Determined Radio. First off, I mean, I see a lot of the stuff, and see, this is the thing. One thing that I will say that Doss, you say all the time. If you don't like something, keep scrolling. Like, if I see something or somebody says anything, I don't have time in my day to be arguing back and forth online. I'm going to leave you where you are.
Hello. Yeah.
That's it.
And with that said, I want to address one person because I know you watching, you in the group. We can keep.
Wait! Don't say their name. We don't.
I ain't say their name. No. I ain't say their name. I'm never that person. But yeah,
head drop.
Right. You know who it is. You know who you are. So get off my back and just keep scrolling. Understand it. You can just keep scrolling. Period. Because I look at your posts all the time and keep scrolling. I do this. And keep scrolling. That's No, boy. We ain't gonna
Tell them where they can tune into to Real Talking Jeans too.
YouTube and Spotify.
Hey, Cognac.
Right. Thank you for reminding us, because we do not do a good job of that. I think instead of it better. We think of it not as a podcast. We think of it as a conversation. But if we went to the thought process of this is a podcast, we probably would talk about where you can hear us more often. So we are sorry for not doing a great job at that. But we are on Spotify, we are on YouTube. We do replay the episodes, like we'll repost them in Facebook or something. But we are funny. I'm gonna just tell you that. Like,
wait, I want to know. Wait, I do know. That's
our producer. You know. Hey, shout out to William. That's our producer. You know, Real Talking James. Yeah, thank you, sir.
What's up, Billy?
You got to come back next time.
Yes.
For sure.
He say some foul stuff. He say some not foul, funny stuff.
Oh yeah.
He has me cracking up all the time.
Like the one hit or quitter comments, but it'd be the funniest thing ever. Like
the funniest replies. I'm like, this dude is crazy as hell. I cannot.
And I tell him all the time, I need to adopt him. Like you said, one hit or quitter. He'll come in, say his PC out. He don't care what you say back.
They don't even follow it no more after that.
No more.
He come in and walk away. He like, I am done with this conversation now. It no longer is a part of me.
He is for sure. I said what I said, and that's it.
That's it.
I said what I said, and he out of there.
That is hilarious. No rebuttals. That's hilarious. Well, y'all know we got to cap off Hate It and Love It with the Love It this week. So, Crystal, I'm gonna have you kick it off. What's your Love It this week?
I love my new relationship.
Hey,
and we love it for you. Yes. And you better treat my good sis good, because Crystal,
I swear,
she's a great one, honey. You better understand the blessings being bestowed upon you. Okay.
Thank you. That's my new love this week. That's what I love.
I love that. Oh, it's the fact that you acknowledge it publicly, because baby, let me tell you something. You're special.
Hey, you are special.
Look, I talk about it on Real Talking Jeans. I talk about it here, but you ain't gonna see no regular posts. So if they miss this, they miss it.
You better be tuned in. We do replay on Facebook and YouTube if you like.
Right. If y'all want to see it, y'all better watch some stuff, because it ain't gonna be no post or no picture.
I love it. I'm with you. I told you we changed our posting rules. You know, that's just how it goes. Like, we with you in real life.
Yes,
I'm not going to post you every day. We're not doing it. But what's your Love It?
My Love It, that Bulls game last night. Did y'all watch that game? Oh my goodness.
No.
You said no? Oh.
No. I've been watching Sex Life on Netflix.
Oh,
walks away slow down on this one. It is a damn good series, baby. It is good. It's good. Shout out to my friend Kimberly that told me about it. She in the comments right now.
See, she's got a series. I've been watching Snowfall. And speaking of which, I need to watch it tonight. Snowfall. That's my other love. Oh, Snowfall.
I'm about to kick off season 2, and I gotta watch Married at First Sight. That's my catch up for tonight.
Married at First Sight. I like that show. That show is nice. It's hilarious. That's my guilty pleasure when it comes to reality TV. Married at First Sight. That is hilarious.
Reality.
Y'all, okay, that's a whole separate conversation. Wait a minute. What is he talking about? Oh, I remember she said, I ain't waiting no year.
I did say that. Billy go forever remember that. So he was telling me somebody that we all know wanted to talk to me.
Don't judge me, Cognac.
But I had already been single for like my 365 days. So when he told me who it was, I was like, I don't know. I didn't wait no whole year for that one. Not that type of dude. I definitely didn't wait no whole year for that. And he just fell out laughing.
That's real though. That's real. That's why y'all gotta watch that series on Netflix. Period.
I ain't gonna never forget that day. That was hilarious.
And that was so serious. And it just came out so fast, but I was so serious.
You be acting up. The stuff that you post, when I tell you tears, like I'm like, this girl is crazy. She crazy.
My godmama just called and told me that today. She was like, you are nuts. Like
she's nuts.
She's like, your facial expressions really be taking it to a whole nother level.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is with you. In the group, it is when Crystal, okay, it's the knuckleheads. We're gonna call them the knuckleheads, the one that be acting up. It's her comments and questions that egg them on. I'm like, Crystal, you are not being
You'll be like, so what made you think that way?
Why did you feel that way?
Right, why did you feel that way?
I be trying to help them work through their feelings and their thoughts because it don't make sense. I be hoping they realize
that
it don't
needs to be
sense
a DM, ma'am.
Through.
That is not supposed to be public. That needs to be a DM. a whole DM. But well, I'll cap it off. My love it. So I've been telling them on the show. I'm planning I mean, y'all know I'm a corporate-preneur, so she still goes to get the 9-to-5 money. But I'm planning a really big like summer series event with one of our neighboring properties. So it's gonna be like an outside event and everything. And I'm finally like finished with the schedule. We're gonna have food trucks. We're gonna have entertainment. I actually have one of my it's someone that y'all know. I can't announce it at this particular point, who it is, but they'll actually be taking care of like a good, I would say 75% of the entertainment for this this event. Because y'all know, as far as I'm concerned, I like to bring all of my people in together. So I'm like, let's get this together. This money. So I was able to finalize on those dates. So it's gonna be kicking off June 20th. Oh, I'll have the flyer out. I'm definitely gonna circulate.
That ain't gonna work.
I know it's gonna be like every other Tuesday all the way through September.
Oh, so okay.
You can come and pop out on like a Tuesday. we're gonna be outside. Okay, we're gonna be outside. But kind of finalizing the stuff with that. Has been really good, and I got a lot of other things that's cooking up too, so real excited. And then I would definitely say just the announcement that I made with my first guest, Michelle from the M.O.gul mag. We are actually partnering up so that we can really just help more small businesses and people like that. So it's this year definitely the love it is just with the partnerships and everything. Like even with you all, I love the promo that we doing with each other. Like I'm coming on y'all show next week. It's just about having those like positive connections. So I think that's definitely my love it this week.
Love, that's dope. I love it too. That's dope.
Can we get some tickets? It's free, baby. All you gotta do is show up. You gotta have your own money for the food truck if you want to eat. Now I'm only feeding my tenants, but you can come and eat. I might be able to see what I can do.
Look at Jason's face. Look at him.
It's literally free. It's gonna be at Pioneer Court, so just off of the river off Michigan Avenue. Because y'all know, I will say this year has been a blessing. I've been able to get some really good partnerships. BOMA, a lot of our like organizations that recognize things with the high rises. Like I really been on my stuff, for a while, but it's now starting to really come together. So that's the love it. No tickets needed.
That's dope. Right. That's how it look like. Oh my God, cognac.
Food money needed.
Get your ass out the way, because if it was tickets, that's the worst. You know what I mean?
No, true. No, all right. Yeah, you're right about that. All right, I'm sorry. Cognac. I'm sorry. I'll take it back.
Billy got money. He got it.
He can get all of us tickets. Well, look, we got to take a really quick break, but I got a what would you do, and I need y'all help. Y'all got time?
All right.
Okay. I ain't running up the stairs for nothing.
Okay, let us know there. Okay, we'll be right back.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt. I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other and build family memories we will carry with us forever. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. It's easy. Just put in your zip code to find family-friendly outdoor destinations near you. You'll also find guides to free activities, games, and amazing forest facts. Give the magic of the outdoors to your kids and reconnect with your family. Find a forest near you at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Baby, it's all types of technical difficulties going on up in here. Let me bring my guests back. I'm like, what is the problem? I'm like, what is the problem? I'm like, I don't get it. So look, tonight's What Would You Do? This guy, he's in a little bit of a situation.
Okay.
All right, y'all ready? Hold on. I don't know what's going on in these comments. What are y'all talking about over here? Oh, he said I'm broke. What did he say?
This time I ain't got it.
I'm about no more games. Oh, thank you, sis. I love you. He said I'm broke, baby. You're not. Don't claim that. Words have power. Okay.
Don't you believe it?
We don't believe you. You need more people.
Exactly.
Okay, so this guy, he said, my mother has always been rude to my wife for no reason. I love my mother, but she was wrong. Now my mother is elderly and needs care. Though my wife does not work, she does not want to take on the responsibility of caring for her. Am I wrong for telling my wife that she should do it simply because it's my mother?
Yes, he's wrong for that.
Yes, it's very wrong. Yes, very wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and agree. It's up to us to check our family members when it comes to our significant others, especially your spouse. Like nobody's supposed to come before your spouse. I stand on that.
Nope, that's real. That's
and
why
he don't owe her that. Like, I mean, she don't owe
her that at all. Yeah.
Like if she don't want to do it, then understandably so. And she created that relationship. So all the times where she could have been nicer, she could have, and even still, that's a huge responsibility, even if she was nicer. Like, that's just a huge responsibility. But the fact that she wasn't, like, I don't owe your mama that, unfortunately.
You know what? I gotta go with a TikTok phrase on this one. Get somebody else to do it.
Literally. Like, you gotta pay somebody or something, or another family member.
Yeah, get you a caretaker. I mean, hire somebody. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Forget it.
Yeah,
it's done.
Because I don't even think, like, if the mother has been being rude to her the whole time, like, how would that even work in the first place?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't even trust. I mean, maybe he thinks.
No. Hey, you thinking the same way? I'm like,
I'm like, so you gonna beat her? What's going on?
I know my mama ain't never like me. Yeah, I'll watch her. Drink this, ma'am.
Where is the
is drop that ice cube on the floor and put it back in the cup. That's the smallest thing she can do.
I drop her in the cup like old girl did on Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Like,
exactly. That's the
bath time.
Bath time. Dang.
Y'all, we are sick in the head.
Somebody mama be like, every time he give me something to drink, it's always a hair in my drink or something. What is going on?
Right. Like it tasted like it had like some comment in it or something.
Right.
Fabuloso.
I smelled Fabuloso before. How come I taste it now?
Fabuloso.
There's dishwashing detergent in this. I'm trying to figure out.
Looking over your shoulder like, is she coming?
That is horrible.
Right. Like, yeah, let me make it something. Yeah, this is parsley. You know they love their parsley.
You shouldn't even ask.
I think that is wrong. I feel like that's such a big ask. I mean, I've unfortunately had situations. Luckily, it wasn't. My in-laws are actually really cool, but sometimes the extended family can get a little bit like rah-rah sometimes. And I'll tell you this, and I'll share this with you all because we're 12 years in at this point. Why not? So anyone that knows me knows that like my family, they were like really super traditional, right? And at one point when my husband and I, we started living together, before, this is when we used to be boyfriend and girlfriend, it was just real frowned upon. It's like, oh my gosh, how dare you give her the scarlet letter? She's a whore. I'm like, I'm literally with one man. I'm like, this man is like taking care of me. I don't understand like what the big deal is, but it was like, real crazy. And I can remember, if my dad is watching, sorry, Dad, I got to put you on blast. But he, he was the main one. And of course, we're daddy's girls, whatever. He, he's just like, look, no, you're not supposed to do this. And, at one point there was a little bit of like, kind of like backlash and just different things. Cause it's like, okay, you living, you and my daughter are living together. What's up? Mm-hmm. And I could remember, and I love my dad. I respect him so much, but I'm like, look, this is my man. Okay, when he chose me, I chose him. So I understand that you may not agree with the life choices, but I do need you to just kind of, let's dial it back a little bit, And it was, I'll tell you guys, that's probably one of the hardest conversations that I had to have, because I'm like, this is my parent, he's my only parent that I still have here. But I'm like, I'm also trying to build a life over here. So I want to make sure that he feels respected. It's hard to have those conversations. It is. And kind of essentially put your parents in check. But I would have rather done that and have the respect of my significant other, than for him to have felt diminished or to have felt any negative feelings in any way. So,
well, I'm glad you're the one that told your father, because what I feel, the way I feel like it's an unspoken rule that whoever family it is, then you talk to your own family, I talk to my family. But when people like check the other person's family, because now you put them in a weird spot. When you checking their family, you checking his mama, you checking her daddy. Like you can't, they got to check them themselves. And I agree. I wouldn't even think you should send them over there to check your family. Like you got to check your own people. And I understand your family, we won and all of that. But when it comes to the uncomfortable parts of it, you better check your people. I'm gonna check my people, and we gonna work like that.
Okay, like that's it. And that's real.
Yeah, that's real. I mean, you can't, like you said, now it's animosity between you. Like you got me over there doing this. Now, what was the problem between you and your parents? How come you can't say nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like on top of me feeling diminished because you didn't stick up for me, now I feel like you're weak. Like, what the heck is wrong with you? Something else come on, something else arises with your parents. Am I gonna have to be the only one, the buffer for all this? No, man, this is your parents.
Absolutely. I agree. I mean, I think, hold on, I'm gonna get into this comment. I do think that that rule that you just said, I think that's like the unspoken thing that people don't talk about. So it would have been totally inappropriate for my significant other to approach my parent. It's like, no, I'm going to take care of this and you handle things on your doorstep. I got this over here. And, with this situation, what would you do tonight? That's something that should have been nipped in the bud long before she became sickly. It should have happened at step one. Because I'm like, you get one opportunity with me. Because I'm like, look, I know you want to see me and all this other stuff, but I ain't going to come around you if you're going to act like that.
That literally broke a relationship for me, because I felt like his family was always coming to me, asking me to do things, or asking me how I felt about our situation, like just being a couple, and they wanted us to be married, but they never approached him about it. It was always me. And like the cousins would corner me, the sisters would corner me, the aunties. It was always the women just coming. And then I would tell him, like, I feel uncomfortable. Can you please, because they had a lot of family events. So I'm like, can you please tell your family I don't want you having these conversations. He said, what you want me to do? That's my mama. That's my sister. That's my auntie. So he never said anything. And because he never said anything, I never felt protected. And then I was protected as a girlfriend. I know I won't be protected as a wife. So we can't even make it step.
That's real. That's real. Bye, brother. You just blew it.
She done married this man, so it's just like, I mean, it's also some things where it's like you got to check it at the door. Like
that's what they were saying. Yeah, that's what you were saying. How did you get all the way to marriage without ever checking? I know there's been a problem before the marriage. So like, how did you get all the way to marriage without checking?
Like, some people think when your title change, that person gonna change in the way that they protect you, or the way they interact with you. So she could have thought, when he's my husband, then she could have thought that. He could have never said that, but she could have thought that. And
she had the yellow flag up instead of the red flag. She had the yellow flag instead of the red flag up.
Exactly.
Those silent expectations will get you
proceeded with caution when she should have stopped.
You should have cut it off. Yeah, she's like, oh well, I love him.
Like he a mama's boy. He ain't. I mean, it's like there's a
I
way.
ain't even a mama's boy. I'm a mama's boy. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Kanye Classic is a mama's boy. He wouldn't do that. First things first is you, as a mama's boy, you can talk to your mama. Hey, mama, calm that down. You know what I'm saying? This dude, he just got a problem. Yeah, he just something's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with my man. Something's wrong.
It's some type of dependency. It's some things there. You know, it's something that's always a little bit deeper than what meets the eye.
Yeah. It's definitely some dependency issue right there.
He might as well chalk it up, call him a caretaker, and figure it out.
I heard Manicare will send somebody else out.
You ain't got to pay for it, brother. You ain't got to pay for it. Medicare do it, man. Her Medicaid to do it, man. Just ask her for it, man. They had to pay for it. You ain't got to.
So okay, so I think we closing out on this one. So I guess the consensus is to get somebody else to do it, literally.
Literally. Get your coins together and figure it out.
Like Medicare has different things. They'll allow a caregiver in the house. So I'm like, call somebody. Call the Department of Aging. Call
find your resources.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something his wife can help him with. You know, and see, this is it's tough, right? Because I mean, I will say, I guess I'll give I hate it because people be like, oh, give us the married perspective. I'm like, well, I guess I guess I'm qualified to give it. But in a situation like that, so say because there are situations where people will check their family members, and unfortunately the dynamic still doesn't change, you know. So it's like they did everything except for just beat the crap out of them. Let's just be honest, you know. In moments like that, I guess they still need help. So me being the type of person I am, if I were in this situation and I was the wife, I'm gonna be like, look, I'm not gonna do it. But what I will do is help you pull together some resources that you can utilize for that. Because at the end of the day, your spouse is still supposed to be, you know, your helpmate. Like you're supposed to help them. So naturally, and I'm sorry, guys, Doss, I don't want to offend, but I noticed that sometimes when it's men and their mothers, they have a little bit of a more difficult time with caregiving versus if it's like their dad or if it's like the daughters and their mothers. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but if you talk to a lot of people, they have those challenges. If I was the spouse, I would not deal with the mother-in-law if she was disrespectful, but I would still help my husband at the end of the day and be a little bit more. I would take a hands-off and a backseat approach. That's how I would do it, you know. But that's just
that's a great suggestion, solution. You ain't lying.
Yeah, because it's like I need you
coming my husband to apologize for all the times that he did not.
Right. That's first off.
Let's have this conversation because, sir.
You never had my back on this, fool. So what the heck is going on? Yeah, I can help you.
I found 3 nursing homes,
but I ain't blind either. Like,
hey Chris, you hear this fool? Meet you say I found 3 nursing homes.
I found 3 nursing homes, 3 assisted living. It's gonna be within her range with her Medicare benefits. They got 24-hour staff. They got a gym. You know they love facilities with a gym. Okay.
Right. With a little pool.
Okay. Like
out of 5. I couldn't get it a 5. They got the 4. I read the reviews. It looked like it's pretty good.
Right.
I feel 3.7 stars. I feel like this might be. Y'all tripping. So look, okay. While I got y'all, I want to go ahead. I want to move really quickly because I don't want to take y'all for too long. Y'all got time?
Come on.
Again, I ran up the stairs for a reason. I'm here.
Crystal says she's sleepy. She said, "Get somebody else to do it."
I'm so hungry. My stomach is
Chris, okay.
Girl, I'm gonna tough it out. Come on.
Girl, look.
I'm gonna do it. My partner.
I'm done after this. But look, real quick. Did y'all hear about what the Mexican cartels did to those people that was down there?
I did.
Y'all.
Because like two of them is still alive.
2 of them have passed on.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
Why these fools still out here? They like, I'm still going to Mexico. Like they just don't care.
Because you know what's wrong with them. Dummies.
I know.
People just want to do something for clicks, say something that may be exciting to say, maybe whatever, man. Look, man. care about yourself enough to be at home. Just stay at the crib, bro, or go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to Mecca.
They was going to get a BBL. One of them.
Heard.
That's what was reported, was that they were doing that.
Are we still doing that in 2023, getting BBLs?
Oh yeah, that's probably gonna go for about 2035.
Hell, I just want somebody to take my stomach. If you want me to just be completely, I'm like, take it. You can make this a booty. You do whatever you want. Like, I ain't even gonna start with y'all. The day that the USDA, baby, FEMA, anybody, whenever they approve fat transfers between friends, whoever want the biggest booty, I got it for y'all.
Between friends.
Right.
Friend transfers.
Friends.
Take it. I'm gonna be like this. Take it here. You can have it, baby. It's yours.
Can't they just remove it? Just remove. They don't have to move it nowhere. Can't they just suck it out and just put it on the table?
Yeah, they can.
What else do they?
They probably could. I want to give it to somebody.
It's a jar. Have it in a jar.
It'll be soft. They need the softness, you know. Like, I'm soft.
For Christmas, I'm giving this to you.
Christmas, like, you're like that girl, like you still need that ass. I got you.
Giving booties away.
I'm giving booties away. Okay.
Soft booties at that. Like, who want a soft booty?
what I get? Well, I mean,
you don't want it too hard, though. I'm not gonna lie. As a man,
talk to us.
I'm gonna tell you. You want it firm. But you want that jiggle. You want to hit that mark and that thing jiggle. You know what I'm saying? That thing jiggle. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, you know, I got too much, so I'm just like this. I already got a little something I'm working with. I'm working with it. Do the Bobby Schmurder dance. Okay. So y'all know that Bernie Sanders loves us. So all of my educators out there, he's looking to try to increase the pay to $60,000 a year for educators. I think it should be more.
It should be more. It should be $1 million.
What is the pay now? Because 60 sounds low, even as an increase.
It depends on public and private. Depends on public and private.
Yes, I would say maybe range from about 40K.
40,000. Yeah, 40,000 starts it off basically. You might, depending on how great your endowment is at your high school, you might get 60 to 80,000. If that's the high school, yeah, you might get that.
But that's
I found my fat transfer friend. Kim, you got it, girl. Booty coming your way as soon as and Kanye
no muscle booty. Right. You see what Billy said? No muscle booty.
But it's got to be firm enough, but it still got to be a little soft. You know,
man is soft and firm. But sometimes after them squats and them lunges, they be feeling like a straight Gina muscle butt. I'm like, with that.
Hey y'all, this bodybuilder chick used to like me, right? At college. I mean, she used to do the shows and all type of stuff. Like, Jason, come look at me in this bikini. I will come back to the apartment like, I want to gouge my eyeballs out, y'all. Like, it was the hardest butt I've ever seen in my life. Like, I
have some so inappropriate comments that I will not mention because we're on air, but I do have questions. Because I mean, if her butt was like that,
everything was like that. Everything. It was like, come watch me.
You said everything was like that?
It was like, boom. She was swollen to me. Just put it like that. She was swollen to me. So it was like, Jason, come next door and watch. Look, I have a new bikini. I want you to come next door and watch me and show me, tell me how it looks on me. I'd be like, looks like a swole ass woman in a bikini. Like, I don't know what to say. Like,
babe. And see, that's the one she been and snatched your soul, baby. Okay, because look,
her Kegel's probably on 1,000. Oh.
Yeah, you know what? That might not actually be good.
It would not be. And I used to always ask, like, why she keep? It's a house full of dudes. This is when we stay on the house on the hill. I'm staying with Bayless, Billy, Crack. Why she keep asking for me to come over? Stop it! No, I don't want to see no more.
She was trying to put that muscle booty on you.
Oh my god, that's freaking hilarious.
Worse.
So, y'all, a woman is named Jay Jenks. She strangled her stepfather because she found her nude pictures.
Oh,
wait.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, she was sentenced for killing her stepdad, who he was stashing her nude photos.
Her stepdad.
I I kind of don't feel like she should be in jail right now. Honestly,
that part. It's a little bit weird. I'm like, she strangled him. Do you know how much strength that it takes to do something like that? She was mad as hell.
Was it the swole woman that asked me to come watch it?
Kim, look, check out what Kim said. She said the old girl was trying to smash.
And smash me, she would have. Oh no, Hulk smash.
Wait, was the woman who strangled her stepfather, was she trained or she was just that angry? Because
I think that she was just that angry. It didn't say anything about any training.
Probably that angry. Yeah.
I mean, I would be a little bit freaked out by that. Like, you're supposed to be a parental figure. You're not supposed to be looking at A&T. That's not.
I just tell somebody that I feel like everybody is capable of some obscene things. We just don't know what we're capable of until we get mad enough or scared enough.
Yeah.
And we can surprise ourselves because, for one, rage is real. Like, I have literally gotten so mad that like the whole room was red. It's happened twice in my life. And when that happened, I scare myself. So I just sit there. I don't say nothing to nobody. I don't move because I don't know what I'm capable of in those moments. Like, it's scary, but I don't know. So
it's given
right.
But I think we all are capable, depending on what happens to us. We're capable.
Oh yeah, that adrenaline gets you, man. It's over with. Yeah, like you said, that rage, you never know. Yeah, that nervous energy, all that stuff.
I think that's a blessing that you only had that episode 2 times because I done seen Flaming Hot Red a few times, more times than I probably should.
Scared me. Like the first time it happened was in college, and I was like, oh, what? Like literally, the room was red. I ain't see no people. Room was just red, and I was in a room full of people. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Rage is definitely real. Yeah, it's definitely real. Speaking of other weird stuff, y'all, what's up with these parents? So Blueface Moms compares her new man's junk in the trunk and said that it's bigger than her son's.
Okay, let's move on to
the
next one because
why be like this?
People are weird. His mama weird anyway. I believe she want that to be her boyfriend. That's another conversation for another day. But moving along, our good friends Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion may be coming back to bring us a remake of Baps, and that I'm excited about it. Don't judge us, but my sister and I, that was one of our favorite movies back in the day.
I'm gonna say, hold on now. I ain't gonna lie. I used to love Baps. If they do that, Baps is hilarious. I don't know if y'all ain't seen.
They'll be good at it. Those two together.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope with that. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be hilarious. Yeah. I can't lie.
It's gonna be a riot. How are y'all feeling about Nicki Minaj's single that she just released?
I ain't heard it.
Yeah. Oh, I only ended up hearing it because I always get the little notifications. I was like, let's see what Nicki's doing.
Was it good?
It was actually good. I mean, it's it's not really my flavor, but it was good. It was a really good, it's a good single. But so y'all know she's starting her own record label.
I didn't.
What's it called?
Hell, Nicki Minaj. I don't know. The name. They came out with the concept and the roster, but I have to I'll get the name and I'll try to see if they reposted that. I thought that was pretty exciting.
That's dope though. Good for her. Hey, kudos to you, Nicki.
Right, getting her own money.
Yeah, kudos to you, Nicki. Real talk.
Did y'all hear about Mike Epps taking a gun to the airport?
No. What?
Y'all had my anxiety sometimes when I travel. I could never show up to the whole airport with as far as I live with a whole firearm.
Right. Did he forget he had it or something?
He was apologizing for it. Like, I'm so sorry that happened. I'm just like, baby, no, you don't have to apologize to you.
Yeah.
Who goes to the airport with a weapon?
He must be people that keep on him all the time.
And why does Mike Epps have a pistol? Who want to kill Mike Epps?
Look, now you know.
Okay, drama around comedy
is the people come for the people, so understand
they do. He got to keep that thing on him.
He must keep on him all the time. He must, because
because Mike Epps from Gary, right? No, where he from? He from Gary, ain't he?
I think so. I don't
know where he's from.
Yeah, he might be a hood.
I know he's from the hood though, right? I'm about to say I know he's from the hood.
Yeah, just had jokes. Yeah, you right. My bad, Mike Epps. Don't come at me. Don't. Hey.
We don't want him to start roasting us because he's a good roaster, honey.
He's hilarious.
Right.
So last but not least, Apple veteran Larry Jackson, he has launched a new company called Gamma, where he's going to be basically bridging the gap between musicians, the film industry, merchandise, fashion, and other areas. Y'all, first off, coming off of Black History Month, it has been so much Black excellence. I love to hear news like that.
Yeah, that sounds dope. Yeah, that sounds dope.
I love to hear news like that. But Crystal, we know you got to eat, girl. And Jason, I know you just got home out of the snow. It's funny because some of my topic for tonight was going to be kind of like double standards in dating that you're tired of hearing about.
Oh, that's all up and through the group. Join.
That's all the group be about.
So this is the thing. Look, I'm hungry too. So I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go, but we're gonna take a break. I ain't gonna keep them too long, but I just want to thank y'all so much for coming on tonight. And I'm really excited about next week, and excited about whatever we're gonna talk about.
Hold on. Can we roll that? Can we roll that over?
Huh?
Can we? I would say, Crystal, on top of the questions that come from the group and what we got going on, can we roll that question that MzMetchi was just saying right now? Can we roll that over to our show?
What was the question? Say it again.
The difference, the double standards and
the double standards that we tired of hearing about.
Yeah,
we can roll that on over because I got some.
You can roll it.
I got
some too. I'm excited about that one. I'm like, let's put it out there. Let's put it out there. But before you all leave, let them know where they can find you all, and then how they can tune into Real Talking Jeans and join the group.
All right, you can follow us for one, because we need some more followers on Instagram. We don't do that great on there either. We just need to do better when it comes to marketing and talking, because we literally just be like, we're just having a conversation. So Real Talking Jeans is our IG. My personal IG is Right to Success. It's WRITE 2 And I hope y'all know how to spell success. Some people don't. It's SUCCESS. I'm gonna help you out today. And then on Facebook, we have a group. It's an actual group called Real Talking Jeans, and it has 8.4 thousand followers. So you'll know if you're in the right group based on those numbers that you'll see. And there's a caricature like what Jason has behind him. That's what you need to look for in order to make sure you see the group. And then we're also on Spotify and YouTube. If you just type in Real Talking Jeans, we will pop up there. And we have I think about 30 something episodes at this point. So you can just go through them. They last about 60 minutes. And I'm sure you got time for that. Once you get those conversations going, you'll see how funny they are. I think you'll want to listen.
When is the next in-person?
We have not decided yet because my travel schedule has been a little bit insane, but we're going to come up with something.
I don't understand. Crystal is booked every day. I mean, literally every day for the next 3 months. I mean,
and I was trying to reach out to try to get on her schedule too. I was like, hey girl, let me slide in.
Not until August. I'm straight.
Right. Give me a second. I'm gonna give you some times, but just give me a second. Let me
you take your time. I might have a venue for y'all to host the next one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that would be nice too.
Go ahead, Mitch.
I will. I mean, because why not? But Jason, let them know how they can follow you too.
Okay, Instagram, Daws Lotto, Chaz Up. That's DAWSLOTTO, Chaz Up. Facebook, Daws Lotto. I got a fan page, Daws AKA Lotto. Blah blah blah. And on Twitter. You said what?
I said, I'm not mad at that.
Oh, true. And Twitter, which I rarely engage on. I mean, but it's Jason Dawson. Don't take advantage of that. That's my real name. So just be cool and message me and say what's up, man.
You don't have to tell them people that. They don't know. They don't need to know that. They don't need to know that. And wait. So look, you did y'all drop the single already?
I can say Chaz Up. So the other thing is Chaz Up. We did not drop it yet. You getting exclusive. You get the exclusive. Then you the one that's gonna break it. Yeah. You the one gonna break it. Yes, you gonna break the.
Yes. I can't wait. I can't wait to the next concert. Crystal, I don't know about you. I had a blast at the concert last night.
It was a lot of fun. Jason was singing. We didn't sing.
I was like, he could sing for real.
That's his voice,
little razzle dazzle. What you say, Chris? Little razzle dazzle.
Hey, you gonna let some in there? Sprinkle.
I love it. Well, no, I want to thank y'all for coming on and hanging out with me, and I can't wait till next week. We back on. What time are we doing next week?
It's gonna be 6 p.m. on Thursday.
6 p.m. Okay, great. So 6
Central.
p.m. Y'all make sure that y'all follow, and we're gonna go. I'm going on Real Talking Jeans. It's gonna be it's a vibe.
Back to back week, baby. Let's
all
go.
things relationships and ask some marriage questions that we can't never answer since you've
Right.
been with for a minute.
Ooh, baby, yeah, I cannot.
Marriage expert.
No, not the expert.
I'm like, I don't know. Just whatever you
That's how we're gonna be. We're like, we're not relationship gurus, but we have a relationship guru on deck.
Right, and I'm gonna click off. I'm gonna be
like
like,
a real marriage. Like a real
I cannot deal with y'all. No, I love y'all, and I'll see you next week.
Yes, love you too, bitch.
All right, bye, y'all.
Love you, Chris.
Bye. Y'all make sure that y'all go and follow Real Talk and Jeans. Go and join the group, okay? I need y'all to go ahead and do that. Everything is just sticking out. It's going crazy over here. But no, I love y'all so much. Just like these are my friends for real, y'all. So y'all make sure that y'all get in tune with them. I'm gonna take a really quick break, and when I come back, I'll have tonight's quote of the night. Okay, I'm gonna leave their information up if you all are tuning in with us on Facebook and YouTube, because I do want you all to follow them for sure. So I'll be right back.
I'm 54, so basically it's too late to start saving for retirement, right?
Not right. Starting to save, even in your 50s, can really make a difference.
Well, right now, saving seems hard to wrap my head around. Plus, with the way this year's been going...
Hey, listen, it's okay. You still got this. Just go to aceyourretirement.org. It's an online tool from AARP that can help you get your retirement savings on track no matter your age. It's free and only takes about 3 minutes.
I like 3 minutes.
Yeah, at aceyourretirement.org, you'll chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer a few questions and you'll get a personalized plan and tips to help boost your retirement savings. Tips that are easy to understand and tailored to your lifestyle.
I like that too.
Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back. Just head to aceyourretirement.org and make your plan to start saving for retirement.
Thanks.
That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in. So look, we're about to wrap up the show. As far as for tonight's topic, we are carrying that over to Real Talk and Jeans next week. So we're definitely going to be doing some talking with that. But now let me go ahead and give y'all this quote before we close out. Enjoy this chapter. Even with the characters you'd love to replace and the challenges you do anything to erase, your story is transforming into something incredible. Okay. You know, I have been sharing with you all just some of the things that, you know, have been going on, and we all have different challenges. We all have so many things that we're facing at a given time, but you know, it is making room for things to happen, for things to flourish in our lives, both professionally, personally, in any way possible. So we have to go ahead. We have to kind of ride those waves. Okay. I want to thank my very special guest for tonight. Okay. Michelle. Okay. The marketing mogul. You all make sure that you go and follow her. If you are looking, she is giving away 5 free ad slots for her digital publication. So if you all are interested in that, I'll definitely be dropping the information on the Blueprint Media Company page. So if you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company and MzMetchi on all platforms. Just type in at the BP Media Co. and at MzMetchi, and literally everything is going to pop right up for you. And of course, I have to thank my guests, Crystal Marshall and Daws Lotto, okay, from Real Talk and Jeans, literally one of the littest groups that I'm probably in at the moment. Like, I mean, I literally look forward to seeing those posts on a daily basis. So shout out to them. You all make sure that you go follow Right to Success and go and follow Chai's Up's music page. Okay. They also have apparel and everything. I still got to get laced up with all of my stuff from them, because I'm like, I'm real petty. I need like a Letterman jacket. I need something, because for real, I mean, pretty girls like Chai's Up. They love Chai's Up. So, you know, that's just what it is. And if you haven't, check out my reel that I did of my top 10 songs with them. They have been in the game for a minute, for real, for real. And when I knew them in college, I did not know like the music scene from them. You know, we just would party and hang out and do all that other stuff. So when I got in tune with their music, I literally love all of their stuff, for real, for real. Like, those are my friends, but I'm a fan for real, for real. So y'all make sure that y'all get in tune with them. Of course, you can always shop Lavish Looks. And if you are looking for advertising, make sure that you, you know, follow me, reach out. I'm here to promote you. Okay. Next week, there won't be any Blueprint Live, but you can, if you're following our pages, I will be sharing the live from Real Talking Jeans so that y'all can jump in on the conversation. So I love y'all. Good night.